The third turn arrives when a new photo drops from a fan encounter and the ring looks slightly different. Thicker, heavier, like it was swapped, and at first that seems like nothing. Until people realize the swap only happens around one kind of place. The same sort of entrance, the same kind of black car, the same late night timing. Not a person, not a brand, a location type, like the ring changes when the backstage world changes. That is when the theory mutates into something safer and scarier at the same time. What if it is not a romance signal, not a secret promise, but a production signal, a physical cue that tells the people behind the scenes that the next phase is live? Because in big shows, chaos is controlled by tiny triggers, and the most reliable trigger is the one nobody suspects. The stakes rise immediately because if the ring is a cue, then the ring is not for the audience, it is for the machine that builds the audience. Experienced lighting teams, camera teams, stage managers, editors, the invisible hands that make a moment feel accidental while it is actually engineered. Midpoint twist, the one that makes everything click, comes from the most boring source possible. A behind-the-scenes clip where the ring catches a reflection and you see a tiny symbol etched inside. Not a logo, not a brand, just a simple mark like a rehearsal tag. The kind that means nothing to casual eyes and everything to the people who live inside production. Suddenly, the story is not about one celebrity hiding a secret. It is about a celebrity participating in a hidden game of performance art. Scavenger hunts spread across real life where the ring is the key that activates the next clue. That is why it shows up in different cities. That is why it flashes before a surprise change. That is why it never fully leaves. And that is why, once the internet starts copying it, the entire system becomes fragile, because a signal only works when it is rare. The next turn comes fast when fake rings start appearing everywhere, on influencers, on random accounts, on edits claiming insider access. And the signal gets flooded with noise, and when noise overwhelms a code, the code has to evolve. So Harry changes how he wears it, not gone, just hidden, slid onto a thin chain under a shirt for a week. And the internet celebrates as if the mystery died. Until a side angle catches a glint near his chest and the ring is still there, closer to his heartbeat like it is being protected. Now the tension sharpens because the ring is acting like a living thing, adapting, surviving, refusing to be owned by the crowd. And then comes the dark turn, not a scandal, not a crime, but a psychological shift. You start noticing the ring is clearest on nights when he looks unusually serious, scanning the room like he is measuring risk, because it is one thing to perform for cameras, it is another thing to manage a secret game while cameras are everywhere, and the more people chase the ring, the more pressure it puts on the person wearing it. The audience does not mean harm, but obsession has weight, and the weight turns every movement into evidence. Another clue lands when a certain kind of rumor cycle that normally follows him suddenly collapses. Not because people got bored, but because everyone is watching the ring instead. And you realize the ring is not just a cue for a show. It is a magnet that redirects attention, and attention is the real currency. That is when the story becomes bigger than jewelry, because the ring is now a lesson. The smallest detail can steer millions. And if you control the detail, you control the direction. The tension climbs to the peak when he steps out one night with no ring at all. Bare hand, clean finger, and for the first time in months, he looks lighter. Like someone finally took a strap off his shoulders and people declare the game finished. The theory dead, the obsession over, and the timeline breathes out.